You guys have seen me make my chicken breast pizzas before, but not like this. While gathering up the ingredients for the toppings, I came across something I had on hand and said, this could be worth an experiment. And I'm sure glad I used it, because it took something that was already a great dish and turned it into something truly memorable. Stay to the end to see the finished product and leave a comment below to let me know what you think that secret ingredient was. Okay, tonight for dinner, I'm making my wife and I one of our new favorite treats. It is a chicken breast pizza, individual personal pizzas. Let me show you how I do this. So you start with some chicken breasts. You're gonna need a meat tenderizer. So you're just gonna get these, you just wanna get the fibers broken up and get this thing a little flattened out. You need a sheet of parchment for each chicken breast and then one extra. The trick is, find anything in your kitchen or your garage or wherever that you want to use. We're gonna put another sheet of parchment paper over one of these, and then we're gonna hit it down flat. And I like using a big cast iron skillet. You guys can use whatever you find, a big piece of wood, whatever. But let me show you what I do, and you can kind of envision what you'll probably do in your own mind. I'm not gonna do it up on the granite. The kind of force I'd be afraid would crack the granite, but you guys will see what I mean. So you're gonna take a piece of parchment, put it over. We're gonna use the cutting board to kind of buffer the floor tile. I just use my big cast iron pan. Look at that, that flattens that sucker really flat, 1/4 inch thick, and you got the nice foundation for a personal pizza. Next one, can use the same parchment. Look at that. Look at that. Can you believe that? Isn't that nice? All right, before these go in the oven, they're gonna get a little salt and pepper, little granulated garlic. You guys know I'm 95% carnivore. I'm gonna show you the 5%. So we're gonna do a little bit of chopped onion. These are just 2 personal pizzas, so a little goes a long way. And I only use non-meat products as garnish. Like, you know, there's just gonna be a small amount on each of these. Same thing, we got some sliced mushrooms. These are just way too big. So I'm just gonna break those up. We've got some pepperoni. I've got some fresh mozzarella cheese I'm gonna grate up for the base. And I have some that I pre-ground earlier. And just for a little extra zest. So we're gonna do a little bit of cilantro. No starchy vegetables in any of this. I do not eat starchy vegetables. Except on maybe some rare occasion where we're out and about and, you know, a host has spent a lot of time to do something. Those rare occasions I'll put a little bit on my plate, but I'm not drawn to them. They're not a fall off the wagon kind of risk for me. You know, the cool thing about these little personal pizzas is you can do whatever you want with the toppings. Whatever you have lying around. If you got some ground beef, if you got some, heck, salami, you could, whatever you got floating around that, you know, you've ever heard of or seen put on a pizza, or things you can even come up with on your own. For example, we bought, my wife loves garlic. I do too, don't eat a whole bunch of it anymore. But I'm gonna finely slice up some of these garlics, and we're gonna put those on the pizza as toppings, but it's gonna be just a really fine sprinkling. You guys know any tricks to deal with onion and garlic smell on your hands? Leave them in the comments below if you would. I would appreciate that. So my wife likes jalapenos on her pizza, so we're gonna get some of those ready. Any of these kinds of toppings that are soaking in juices, I always like to take those and dry them first. Lots of variety here. And usually we'll have a Kirkland sausage link, a raw Kirkland sausage link ready to add to it. Let's not forget the pepperoni. I started making these about a month and a half ago, and the family, especially my wife and I, really love them. So these have become a once a week, maybe a once every 10-day ordeal for us. Not quite half a cup, but I think I'll need to supplement a little more. Fresh mozzarella. Pepperoni's a fan favorite, especially this brand. We shop at Target. They got two brands of pepperoni. They have this brand and another brand. Don't get the other brand. These are very flavorful. They taste more authentic. The other ones taste a little bit fake. Just a few little sprigs here and there of the garlic, because it can be overwhelming. My wife may actually want to kiss me later. Well, I may want to kiss her too. Keep the garlic low on hers for sure, but don't tell her. She loves garlic. You know, and you don't have to worry about any particular order on this stuff. Just throw them on as you see fit. The bacon was just a last minute idea on one of my last pizzas, and it turned out really good. Anytime you got a little crunch of bacon in your pizza bite, it made a difference, made a big difference. What other toppings am I missing, guys? What other ones are your favorites that would pass muster on the low-carb lifestyle? Can't forget the mushrooms. When things cook in, they settle down and the cheese gets up and around them. But little pro tip here to lock these things down, just take a little extra mozzarella, not as much as you put down on the first layer, just a little extra. And it'll melt in and kind of knit all the toppings together. All right, so these guys are gonna go back into the oven for like another 6-7 minutes. That'll all cook in, and we're gonna finish it off with about a 2 to 3 minute low broil setting, just to get a little brownness on top. Here we go. Oh look, an extra piece of bacon. However did that get here? Bacon is just like nature's candy, right? No, that's fruit. Bacon is like so good. It seems almost like junk food. It's time to kick it up to broil. Alexa, set timer for 1 more minute.
You have no active timers, so I'll start one. 1 minute, starting now.
You're the best. It's keeping me waiting. Oh my goodness. Look at these pizzas. Oh my goodness. A little brownness on some of that cheese I put on top. You see how everything's baked in? The oils on the pepperoni are being rendered out. Oh my goodness. Honey, I don't think we can eat these. They look just too pretty. Nonsense. These suckers are afraid right now. They don't have a chance. They just slide right over. Here you have it. Would you guys have pizza with me? I think you would enjoy. Oh my goodness. The smell is just ridiculous. Thanks for watching, guys. This is another great example of the carnivore diet not being boring, not lacking variety. You got to give these a try. This is about my 5th time making them, and these are fantastic. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit. Have a wonderful meat-filled day, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.